Good morning children. Welcome back to online class today. Children, in the previous class, we all learned about plant breeding and biotechnology, isn't it? So what is plant breeding? It's the art of developing economically important plants with superior quality. Isn't it, mom? Then you all learned about green revolution. Who is called father of green revolution? Dr. Norman E. Borlaug. Is it? Then Indian, who is called father of Indian Green Revolution, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Then you learned about biofortification and achievements, isn't it, ma'am? I hope you all learned well and written the home assignments. Okay, children. Today we are going to learn about methods of plant breeding for crop improvement. Okay, our aim is to increase the crop yield. Okay, the methods of plant breeding to develop high yield varieties. So the methods of plant breeding to develop high yield varieties are introduction of new varieties, selection, polyploid breeding, mutation breeding and hybridization. These are the methods of plant breeding to develop high yield varieties. Okay, first what's the first step? Introduction of new varieties of plants. Okay, it is the process of introducing high yield varieties. Okay, so what about an introduction of new varieties of plants? It is the process of introducing high yield varieties of plants from one place to another. So plants which are introduced from one place to another, such plants are called exotic species. Okay, exotic species. What are called exotic species? The plants introduced from one place to another. For what purpose? Not to increase the production. Okay, so sometimes the plants may plant material may have the may carry the pest or diseases. So before importing these plant material or before the introduction or introducing these plant material, these plants should be tested in a plant quarantine. That is legal restriction, isn't it? Plant quarantine. Example, Phaseolus mango. Example, Phaseolus mango. This mango variety was introduced from China. Okay, so this is the introduced variety. It was introduced from China. So introduction of new varieties of plants, that varieties introduced from one place to another are called exotic species. It should before introducing from one place to another, they should be undergo for testing or plant quarantine, because sometimes that plant may carry the pest or diseases. Okay, example, Phaseolus mango. This it was introduced from China. Okay, ma. What is the second step, ma? Selection. Okay, selection. It is one of the oldest method of plant breeding in which the individual plants or group of plants are sorted out or selected from a mixed population. Okay, selection is one of the oldest method of plant breeding in which the individual plants are selected based on their morphological characters, selected from a mixed population based on their morphological. What do you mean by morphological? The external characters. So plants are selected based on their external characters or morphological characters. That selection is of three types: Morse selection, pure line selection, Morse selection, pure line selection and clonal selection. Okay, clonal selection. So selection is one of the oldest method of plant breeding in which the individual plants or group of plants are selected from a mixed population. So from a mixed population, plants are selected based on their external characters, isn't it, or morphological characters. There are three methods of selection. What are they? Mass selection, pure line selection and clonal selection. First is about mass selection. Seeds of best plants showing desired best characters are selected from a mixed population. See, group of plants, the best plants showing desired or best characters are collected from a mixed population. The collected seeds are raised to produce the second generation. Okay, then this process is carried out. This process is carried out 7 or 8 generation till the best varieties are obtained. Okay, ma? At the end, these plants are allowed to multiply and distributed to the farmers for cultivation. So mass selection is what are the types of selection? Mass selection, pure line selection and clonal selection. Mass selection is seeds of plants, best plants showing desired characters or the best characters or some plant shows unwanted characters, they will not be selected. Okay, so seeds of best plant showing desired characters are selected from a mixed population. The selected seeds are allowed to raise the second generation, then third generation, up to 7 or 8 generation. At the end, it will be these seeds are allowed to multiply and distributed to the farmers for cultivation. Then common example for mass selection are the groundnut varieties like TMV2 and AK10, TMV2 and AK10. These improved varieties are obtained through mass selection. Okay, so mass selection is the seeds of best plants are selected based on their morphological characters from a group of plant population. Okay, so these the selected seeds are allowed to raise the second generation, third generation, up to 7 or 8 generations. Then till the best plants are obtained, best varieties or plants having desired varieties are obtained. Then these seeds are distributed to the farmers for cultivation. Common examples for mass selection are the groundnut varieties. What are the groundnut varieties obtained through this mass selection? AK10 and TMV2. These are the plants which this groundnut varieties obtained from mass selection. Okay, next is, what is the next one? Pure line selection. So for mass selection, the farmers do not need the scientific knowledge. They because the plants have only the base plants are selected based on their external appearance or morphological appearance, isn't it? So it's a auto selection. For this mass selection, they do not apply the they need not apply the scientific knowledge. Okay, because plants are selected based on their external appearance or morphological characters. Next is pure line selection. This pure line selection is the process of formation of progeny from a single individual obtained by self-breeding. Okay, so the progeny or the individuals or the outcome. Pure line selection, the progeny or the individual or the outcome or an individual obtained by a single obtained by self-breeding. It is also called individual plant selection. Okay, so in this pure line selection, large number of plants are selected from a self-pollinated crop. You all know that self-pollination, isn't it? So in this pure line selection, large number of plants are selected from a self-pollinated crop and it is harvested individually. Okay, so pure line selection is the process of obtaining this progeny from a single individuals obtained by self-breeding. In this pure line selection, large number of plants are selected. How it is selected? From a self-pollinated crop. Then the progeny obtained or the individual obtained from pure line selection is similar both genotypically and phenotypically because it is obtained from a single individual obtained by self-breeding, isn't it? So the progeny obtained from this pure line selection is similar both genotypically and phenotypically. Next is, what is the next one? Clonal selection. Clonal selection is a group of plants produced from a single plant through vegetative or asexual reproduction. So identical plants are called clones. Okay, group of plants are produced from a single plant. So clonal selection, a number of plants are produced from a single plant through vegetative or asexual reproduction. So all plants of clones are similar in phenotype and genotype. What about pure line? Pure line selection also, the plants obtained from pure line selection are the similar both genotypically and phenotypically. But clones also, the all plants are similar the clones which are formed from the clonal selection, all plants are similar both phenotypically and genotypically. Okay, so here the all desirable clones from a mixed population or obtained through vegetative propagation or asexual reproduction. So the such clones formed through asexual reproduction are called clonal selection. So these are the types of selection: mass selection, pure line and clonal selection. So pure line selection, the progeny obtained through self-breeding, isn't it? Clonal selection, the progeny or the individuals or the outcomes are produced through asexual reproduction or vegetative propagation. In these two types, the plants or the individuals obtained through these two selection are both phenotypically and genotypically similar. Okay, what is the next one? Polyploid breeding. Okay, polyploid breeding. You all know that the sexually reproducing organism have diploid set of chromosomes in their somatic cells. It is designated as 2N, isn't it? All sexually reproducing organisms have diploid set of chromosomes in their somatic in the sense body cells, isn't it? It is designated as 2N. But at the time of the gametic cells have haploid set of chromosome. It is designated as N. Okay, the gametic cells have only one set of chromosome, that is called haploid. So an organism having more than two sets of chromosome is called what? Polyploidy. Poly means many, isn't it, mom? So an organism, every organism have two sets of sexually reproducing organism have diploid set of chromosomes in their somatic cells. It is designated as 2N, but the gametic cells only have one set of chromosome, that is called haploid, isn't it, ma? It is designated as haploid. So an organism having have more than two sets of chromosomes is called polyploidy. It can be induced by certain physical and chemical agents, that is called mutagens or the agents, chemical agents and physical agents. So the polyploid, what is called polyploid? An organism having more than two sets of chromosomes is called polyploidy. It can be induced in plants by applying physical and chemical treatment. Okay, this physical treatment includes heat treatment, cold treatment and X-rays. By inducing heat, cold and X-rays, polyploid can be induced in plants. Okay, and chemical agent is colchicine. Okay, colchicine treatment. Colchicine treatment, when colchicine is induced in plants, the plants can produce the polyploids. Okay, some plants can produce the hybrid vigor, or it shows hybrid vigor, or the varieties which shows the desirable characters due to the induction of these polyploid. What is it? Chemical treatment, that is colchicine. Okay, so polyploid can be induced by certain physical and chemical agents. The physical agents which induce Polyploid in plants are heat treatment, hold treatment and X-rays. The chemical agent which induce polyploid in plants, that is colchicine. Okay, the chemical which induce polyploids in plants, colchicine. Next, the achievements of polyploidy. First one is seedless watermelon, that is triploides. Okay, seedless watermelons and bananas are obtained through polyploid treatment. Okay, polyploid. So achievements of polyploidy. First achievement is seedless watermelons and that is triploid. Seedless watermelons and bananas are obtained through polyploid. Then TB29. TB29. It's a triploid variety of tea, that tea plant which shows larger shoots and drought tolerance. Okay. Second is, what is the second one? Second achievement is TB29. It's a variety of tea plant. This tea plant shows larger shoots with drought tolerance due to polyploid treatment. Then third one is triticale. It's a hexaploid, 6N. Triticale is a hybrid of wheat and rye. Okay, by crossing wheat and rye, the plant obtained is triticale. Wheat and rye. Wheat and rye. Okay, mom. So this hybrid of wheat and rye. The hybrid of the triticale is obtained by crossing wheat and rye. It's a hexaploid triticale obtained through polyploid treatment. Next is Raphanobrassica. It is an allotetraploid. It is obtained through by the colchicine treatment. Okay. So what is the last one? Raphanobrassica. Raphanobrassica is obtained through colchicine treatment. So these are the achievements of polyploid treatment. So what are the achievements of polyploid? First one, seedless watermelons and bananas are obtained through polyploid treatment. Then second one is TB29. It's a variety of tea plant. TB29 is a variety of tea plant which shows larger shoots and drought tolerance. It can tolerate drought. Okay. Then third one is triticale. It's a hexaploid triticale obtained by crossing wheat and rye plant. Okay, wheat and rye. Then next is Raphanobrassica. It's an allotetraploid obtained through colchicine treatment. These are the achievements of polyploid breeding. Okay, what are the achievements of polyploid breeding? First achievement is seedless watermelon and bananas. Second one, TB29 is a variety of tea plant which shows that tea plant have high this larger shoot and also it can resist drought, doesn't it, ma? Next, triticale is a hybrid of wheat and rye. It's so polyploid is induced in these plants to make this triticale plant. Next is the Raphanobrassica is an allotetraploid. This allotetraploid. Okay, Raphanobrassica is formed due to the by inducing colchicine treatment in this plant. Raphanobrassica are produced. Okay, what is the next one? Mutation breeding. One of the crop improvement program is mutation breeding. What is mutation? Sudden heritable change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA in an organism. You all know the structure of DNA, isn't it? DNA consists of nucleotides, adenine nucleotide, guanine, cytosine, thymine, isn't it, ma? So, sudden heritable change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA in an organism is called what? Mutation. Okay, mutation. Through mutation, the best varieties of plants are developed. Okay, so it is also one of the breeding program, plant breeding program or crop improvement program. What is that? mutation breeding. So sudden heritable change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA in an organism is called mutation, or sudden change in the genetical setup of an organism is called what? Mutation. It can bring about changes in an organism. The organism which undergo mutation is called what? Mutant. Okay, what is called mutant? The organism which undergo mutation is called mutant. Mutant. The substances which induce mutation in an organism are called mutagens. Mutagens. This is organism which undergo mutation is called what? Mutant. The substances which induce mutation in an organism is called mutagens or mutagenic agents. Okay, so what is mutation? Sudden change in the genetical setup of an organism or sudden heritable change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA in an organism. So sudden change when it occur in an organism, what will happen? It can bring about changes in an organism. Isn't it? What is called mutant? An organism which undergo mutation is called what? Mutant. An organism which undergo mutation is called mutant. The substances which induces mutation in an organism is called mutagens or mutagenic agents, or factors which induce mutation in an organism are called mutagenic agents. There are two types of mutagenic agents or mutagens, that is physical and chemical mutagens or mutagenic agents. The physical mutagens includes X-rays, beta rays, alpha rays, gamma rays, UV rays and temperature. These are the physical mutagens or mutagenic agents which induce mutation in plants in an organism. Next, chemical mutagens or chemical mutagenic agents includes mustard gas, nitrous acid, etc. Okay, so the utilization of mutation, mutation is for crop improvement, isn't it? For what purpose this mutation is induced in plants? For crop improvement, or in order to get the desirable varieties, these mutagenic agents are induced in an organism. Okay, ma'am. Next, achievements of mutation. Through mutation, certain achievements are there. First one is Sharbadi sonara. Sharbadi sonora. It's a wheat produced from Sonara 64 by inducing gamma rays. Okay, by using gamma rays in Sonara 64, a new variety is produced, that is Sharbadi sonora. It's a wheat variety. Sharbadi sonora is a wheat variety produced from Sonara 64 by inducing the physical mutagen, that is gamma rays. Okay, by inducing gamma rays in Sonara 64, a new variety obtained is Sharbadi sonora. Okay, next is Atomita 2 rice. Atomita 2 rice. This rice, by inducing this mutagens, the rice variety produced is Atomita 2. This rice shows saline tolerance and pest resistance. These plants can able to live in salt saline areas also. Okay, so saline resistance and pest resistance. Atomita 2 rice developed due to mutation breeding which shows saline resistance and pest resistance. Then groundnuts with thick shells are developed due to mutation breeding. So achievements of mutation breeding. First one is Sharbadi sonora. Is a variety of wheat produced by Sonara 64 by using gamma rays. Second one is Atomita 2 rice, which shows saline tolerance and pest resistance because of the mutation. Okay, then next the groundnuts with thick shells are developed due to mutation breeding. Okay, so these are the achievements of mutation breeding. Then what about the last one? Hybridization. Okay, the process of formation of hybrids. Okay, the process of crossing two or more types of plants for bringing their desired characters together in one progeny. Two or more plants are crossed. The outcome is one plant. Okay, so the process of formation of hybrids, that is called hybridization. What is called hybridization? The process of formation of hybrids. Okay, in this process two or more plants are crossed for obtaining or for bringing the desired characters together in one progeny. Triticale, for example, triticale is a man-made cereal. First man-made cereal obtained by crossing Triticum durum with Triticum durum with Secale cereal. Okay, Triticum durum with Secale cereal. Triticale is the first man-made cereal obtained by crossing Triticum durum with Secale cereal. The Triticum durum, this half the chromosome 2n is equal to 28, Secale cereal 2n is equal to 14. The diploid set of chromosome present in the somatic cells, 2n is equal to 28, here 2n is equal to 14. Okay, then when the chromosomes number is doubled by applying colchicine treatment, now the chromosome is 42, 21 pairs, isn't it not? 21 pairs. So 2n is equal to 42 by crossing these two plants. This is wheat plant, this is rye plant. These two are crossed. Hybrid obtained is triticale. Okay, so the F1 hybrid is sterile. 2n is equal to 21 pairs. Okay, 2n is equal to 21. 2n is equal to 21. The F1 hybrid is sterile. The chromosome is doubled by colchicine treatment and becomes hexaploid triticale, that is 2n is equal to 42. So the cycle of crop raising continues till the plants with the desired characters are obtained. So what about the main aspect? Combination of the two or more characters or combine the characters of two plants in one plant. Okay. Okay, children, so the formation of hybrid is called hybridization. Now all turn page 296. Children, you all turn page 296. Take page 296. That we marked already. 297, first one. Fill in the blanks. Economically important raw plants with superior quality are raised by plant breeding. Okay. So protein rich wheat varieties Atlas 66. Third one, DAS is the chemical used for doubling the chromosome, colchicine. Okay, mom? Colchicine. Then fifth one, rice normally grows well in alluvial soil, but Atomita 2 rice. Atomita 2 rice is a rice variety produced by mutation. Atomita 2 rice produced by mutation breeding that grows well in saline soil. Turn page 298. Describe mutation breeding with an example. Answer is there in page 290. Describe mutation breeding with an example. Answer is there in page 290. Mutation breeding fully marked. Okay, mutation is defined as the sudden heritable change up to groundnuts with thick shells. These are the answers you are learning and writing in your notebook. Okay, one long answer and fill in the blanks answer you are learning and writing in the notebook. Then types of selection also page 289. The achievements of polyploidy also you are learning and writing in the notebook. Thank you children. We shall meet again in the next class.